Yeah, not an emergency meeting. And Dave is looking at this Real Madrid team at the moment. There's a lot to discuss, people. There's a lot to discuss. It's here talking about Endrick. There's news, obviously, about Vinny, obviously, with his contract and all that, and him being unhappy. Xabi Alonso, the usual stuff as well. So we're just going to get into it because I haven't done one of these in a long time, people. Yeah? I haven't done one of these in a long time. So I think it's about time that I actually focus in, let my thoughts expand into this stream here today, people, because there's so much. There's so much. Let's get into it, people. Obviously, first things first, as you know, Endrick, he's been talked about in the news as of today, yesterday, and there are specifically two clubs being linked with Endrick. One being Lyon, and the other one being a loan move to Manchester United. It's laughable, isn't it? It's laughable because let me get this through my head. We're crying out for a number 9. We obviously got Gonzalo Garcia. Fine. We've got Endrick. Fine. Mbappe's not a number 9. Fine. But we have a manager that when Franco's out, he prefers to shoe in, get this, prefers to shoe in Brahim Diaz. Make it make sense. Please, everyone, make it make sense because it's shambolic. You decide to shoe in, and I see the chat right in front of me. I see you guys. I'm going to get into it in a second. And if you're watching this on replay, let me know your thoughts on this about Endrick's situation because Brahim Diaz is still at this club. I don't even know. I don't even know why. It's crazy, people. I haven't done a live stream in ages because I felt like I needed to do one. Because how can I be looking in 2025, big 2025, you know, and we have Brahim flipping Diaz and Danny flipping Ceballos on the team. They have minutes. They get minutes. But Gonzalo Garcia cannot find minutes for the life of him. And Endrick cannot find minutes for the life of him. They're both fit. They're both okay. They're both hungry to get on the pitch. But unfortunately, Xabi Alonso must be wearing shades. Because he clearly can't see what's going on in the pitch. Man is going to be calling him Xabi Stevie Wonder Alonso. That's what I'm going to call him. The guy cannot see what is on the pitch in front of him. Make it make sense. What are we doing here? Because I'm not just talking about the Vallecano game. I'm not just talking about that. I'm going to talk about future games as well. So if Franco Mastantuono is out injured, the only replacement we have for him is Brahim Diaz. This needs to be fixed. I ain't going to lie. This needs to be fixed. Real Madrid, concrete evidence shows that they don't do anything in winter transfer windows. Yeah? Concrete evidence shows that. Nothing in winter transfer windows. So we're going to be relying on Franco Mastantuono to be fit for the whole season so Xabi Alonso can work out his plan and his team. Oh, God. This is clueless to me, honestly. Absolutely clueless. I absolutely have no idea what's going on. I'm sorry, people. I have no idea. People saying, currently, I can see in the chat, saying Brahim needs to go. There's so many things about him. And look, with Vinny out on the left-hand side, we've got Brahim Diaz on the right-hand side, well, currently as it stands, and we've got Mbappe in the centre. The only one out of those three who actually play in their normal position is Vinny. Because Mbappe should be out on the left, let's be honest. He should be out on the left. Then we should have a physical number 9 up front, a proper target man, a true number 9. I don't care who it is. Get a actual number 9. Vallecano, we were crying out for someone like Joselu to come in and pretty much save Real Madrid, because that's what a number 9 does. Look at Lewandowski against Celta Vigo. Perfect example. Tricky situations, you have a number 9 who can get you a goal. Pretty much out of the blue. Rashford cross it in, he's in the right position. I never seen Mbappe make those runs. Let's be honest, guys. When does Mbappe ever make those runs? Those kind of runs. The only one I saw making those kind of runs is Gonzalo Garcia in the Club World Cup. The only striker that we have. Endrick, in glimpses, when he was playing last season, he made specific running patterns that I would class as striker runs, number 9s. Mbappe doesn't make these runs. Mbappe, what he does, he likes to bypass the defense with pace. We saw it against Barcelona. Great. Kudos to you. Several other opportunities as well. Takes the ball away and shoot. Great. Kudos to you. But in areas where the defense is going to close in on you, look at this. You are not making those runs. Guarantee you're not making those runs. So what on earth are we doing trying to shoehorn Brahim Diaz instead of looking what we really need to do? And what we really need to do is, hey, Vini, adios. Rodrygo, adios. Every one of those players, Brahim Diaz, adios. And start recruiting proper players for these positions. Mbappe out on the left. Striker, get your number 9 in. And your right winger, choose whoever you want to choose. And be a proper right winger. We can get anyone in the world. Anyone. Vini and Rodrygo collectively, I don't know how much that will come to. Make sure you put in the comments down below, because the transfer value obviously fluctuates up and down depending on form, depending on player, stature, injuries, everything. Put in the chat, in the live chat right now, yeah, what you think the player value is, and put in the comments down below if you're watching us on replay. Put the value in and see how many players can we actually get for that amount. Because Vini, contract fluctuation here and there, we don't know what's happening. Rodrygo seems to be unhappy. Comes on the pitch, drops stinker after stinker after stinker. I was the one, and I'm going to be guilty of this. I was the one at the beginning of the season when the Club World Cup was taking place. Why is Rodrygo not getting minutes? Now I know why he's not getting minutes. He is trash as well. Rodrygo is trash as well. Let's be honest. Vini, he is up and down like a wave literally this season. We don't know what his form is sitting at. We don't know. Yeah? So, if we are looking at the team in its entirety, and I'll get into the comments in a second that you're posting. Look at the team in its entirety. What do we actually need? We need Mbappe on the left, like I said. We need a true number 9, and we need a true right winger. Or, alternatively, you want to do the 3 at the back, get 2 proper strikers in the team. Agreed, people, or not agreed? Let me know, because I'm not sure where I'm sitting at in terms of how Real Madrid are playing at the moment. Because when we get into the final third of crucial matches like Vallecano, like Liverpool, we stink. We stink in a lot of the matches. 85% of the matches this year, we have stunk. 85%. The only 2 matches that I saw anything evident of Real Madrid, Valencia and Levante away. Isn't that the truth? Please tell me. Isn't that the truth? Levante, Valencia away, the only matches, the only ones that we saw anything good from the team. Truthfully. And Barcelona as well, in glimpses. Obviously, second half we sat back, fine. But the only few matches, that's about 80% of the matches. The rest of them, we stunk. Mallorca, we stunk. Osasuna, we stunk. Let's be honest. Getafe, oh my Lord, we stunk. Juventus, we stunk. Marseille, we stunk. Come on, just look how many matches we played. Villarreal was the slowest match I've ever seen in my life. I nearly fell asleep again. That match, we stunk. Let's be honest on that one also. Villarreal, we were poor. Villarreal got put to bed by Pafos. Never mind Real Madrid. Real Madrid should be putting 4 or 5 past these, man. Let's be honest. Yeah? This is just intrinsically something wrong with the system. And it is down to Xabi Alonso because we stink in the final third. That's actually the truth. Marseille, I'm going to tell you right now, in terms of finishing, we stunk. People say, oh, Marseille, no, we didn't. Oh, Marseille, we actually didn't do well. That's facts. because the end quality wasn't there. The end quality was there. We were having supposedly world-class players finishing nothing. Not even literally getting the Brussels sprouts off the plate. Not even close to finishing their plate. Nothing at all. That is problem. That's a problem area, and we need to address it. The final third is a problem. We can't be relying on Mbappe 24/7 to get flipping goals. Let's be honest. How can you be relying on Mbappe 24/7 to get goals? Who else is getting the goals? Vinny. Is Vinny less than 10 goals? Is he reliant on getting the goals for us? Who else is getting them? Bellingham. You can't rely on Bellingham all the time to get the goals for you. You have your number 9, but you need to have pitch in from the wingers. Why are we always diverting onto the left? Why are we always diverting onto the left, people? Please let me know. I have no idea. Why are we always looking to the left? Man's doing a 1-2 step down to the left. Let me see you 1-2 step down to the left. That's what we're doing. It's absolutely criminal. Every single attack is coming from Vinny's end. And I don't blame him. I don't blame him for losing the ball a lot because a lot of the attacks are coming from that side. It's ridiculous. So this is literally, I'm going to say right now, is Ancelotti 2.0 with a bit more control in the game. Isn't that the truth? Ancelotti 2.0 with a bit more control in the game. Is Alonso literally Carlo in disguise? Is he Carlo in disguise? I don't know. Because it seems so in La Liga so far. Great, we're first. We only lost one game. We drew one game against Vallecano. The only loss we had and suffered was at the Metropolitano, Atletico Madrid. The way we got battered, different story. But it's the only loss we suffered in La Liga. Yeah? But I tell you what, when you look at Ancelotti last year when he took control of Real Madrid, the football wasn't too far off it. Some patterns of play I see more under Alonso. The play is improved. Possession is improved. How we control games is improved. Final third actions are improved in terms of trying to work it in between tight spaces when under Ancelotti, the players literally put into position and they did what they ever wanted to do. Alonso knows what he wants to do with the players. That's fine. I understand that and I can give him credit on that. But it's not far off. It's not that far off. Let me be honest on this one. When you look at the final third, the players have freedom of movement because Mbappe literally wants to be where Vinny is all the time. Why is Mbappe not sticking in the centre? Why is he doing a number 9 role? Why does he always drift off into the left? Why does he always want to play in Vinny? Trust in your midfielders. Trust in Bellingham to close those gaps. Trust in Arda Güler to close those gaps. It's wrong, mate. It's wrong. Let's be honest. When you have Mbappe on that left-hand side, Mbappe and Vinny, they're getting close into each other. So what are you going to do? You're literally getting into each other's way. Come on, people. Like, it doesn't make sense. Mbappe needs to be sticking in that centre role. He doesn't need to be on that left. Why is he always drifting off? I don't understand. Let me get a few of these comments, guys, yeah? Before we carry on, yeah? Mehedi says that Vinny is a parasite and we need to get rid of. Look, I can't blame Vinny. Vinny's actually in Vallecano was probably much, him and Arda Güler were the only 2 players trying to even do something anyway. So Vinny's up and down. He has his moments, but I need to look at Vinny throughout the whole season because his contract situation is still not evident, so we don't even know what's going on, yeah? Zidane's coming in January. Do you know what? I'm going to say something, yeah? I hope. Then we can actually probably win something in big time because I know what Zidane does and I know that Zidane's football is fast and fluid and fluent and he knows what he wants from his players. I know that for a fact. But Alonso, let's see what happens with him in the end of the season. I don't even know. We need to find out. Xavi should play Rodrygo in the 10. I don't think even Rodrygo's good enough to play in the 10. I've seen him this season try to come on, trying to create something, and he's not had one match I would part from Kairat, the only match that he actually played decently the whole season. The only match properly decent, and look at the level of opposition. Come on, Rodrygo. I have to rephrase myself on Rodrygo. He is, he's a tricky character. He looks good on the ball in terms of his technique, but he's just very, very not undecisive. He doesn't know what he's doing sometimes. He just tries to run into a player. He knows he can beat 2-3 players, and then he turns back on himself and does not. I don't know what's going on with Rodrygo, honestly. Mbappe's not number 9. That's why, exactly, and he knows why he's going off to the left, because that's his natural thing to do. He's going to be naturally going onto the left hand side. So I don't know with Mbappe. He just needs to see what's happening with himself, obviously. Speak about Ronaldo's interview, Zach Joy. I will address it later on this week. I haven't got through all of it yet, so I need to get through all of it first. I'm not just going to look at clips. I'm not going to look at highlights. I'm just going to summarize it all in kind of like a 30-minute video for everyone. So I will do Ronaldo's interviews, the kind of reaction. I won't put clips on the screen or anything, yeah? So we have to see. I hate that Rodrygo doesn't fit into the team. I know, mate. I can't see a position for him, unfortunately. Davis, not Alonso. Do you know what's going on in the club? Bellingham started terrorizing everybody. Are they? Anyway, we move, guys, yeah? I'll get into a few more comments in a second. Don't forget, guys, also, after this is redirecting to mine and my fiance's new video, yeah? Where we talk about how we met. So make sure you stay in tune in for that. It's going to be redirecting. So we're going to talk about Real Madrid, and then we're going to get into the flow of it, obviously, on the new channel. But let's get more into Real Madrid. Now, obviously, we need to talk about one match in particular. Yeah? Manchester City, people. And this is going to be a very crucial match for the Champions League. Very crucial match. We saw last season what losses can do to your Champions League situation, especially in that group stage, especially in that die-hard, essentially, group stage. Man City, at this present time, are cooking us expeditiously. I have no two ways about it. Any Real Madrid fan that thinks we can beat Man City in our current state is off their head, big time. Completely off it. They don't understand what they're talking about. Man City are going to absolutely annihilate us, batter us, crucify us with their team, and Haaland up front, the way he's banging in goals. God help us, mate. I saw how they absolutely dismantled Liverpool, and you don't think they can do that to us? The way that we just leave teams completely on the back end, essentially, pause, yeah? Completely exposed defensively when we're just literally just standing off players. Hey, come at us. Let's see what happens. That's what's going to happen. The emergency today, I'm telling you this right now, we are going to get destroyed by Man City. That's the main emergency today. I have no hope in this team to beat Manchester City. Zero hope. The only saving grace is that it's in the Bernabeu. People are going to say, oh, but look at last year. We beat a depleted Man City. A horrid Man City. Horrid. Very horrid Man City. This year, it's a different beast. I don't even want to think about Doku running out our defense. I don't even want to think about it. I don't want to see anything about Cherki. I don't want to see anything about Foden. And I'm keeping a keen eye on Manchester City. I might start doing rival watch to Manchester City's game, because I need to see what they're about properly. I've been keeping a close eye on all their games. When Real Madrid were playing Vallecano, in the other side of the screen, I was watching Manchester City versus Liverpool. Yeah? And that is a main problem. A huge problem. The way they opened up Liverpool, and we got packed by Liverpool. We got packed by them. I know styles make fights. I know styles make fights in games as well. But to get destroyed like that by Manchester City shows the level of what Real Madrid are actually in Europe. Down, down, down. Going down, 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 down. That's what Real Madrid are. We are nowhere near that top 5 in European clubs. Nowhere near. Nowhere near. Manchester City are better than us. Liverpool are better than us. Arsenal are better than us. PSG are better than us. Bayern Munich are better than us. All 5 of those teams are better than us. Every single one of them. So what hope in actual hell do we have of beating Manchester flipping City? Let me tell you. 1, 2, 3. 0. 0. Nothing. Can anyone tell me in the comments? Tell me. Do we have a hope of beating Manchester City? Because I need some confidence boosting here. I need confidence boosting. This is crazy. This is crazy. I have no hope. Real Madrid play too slow. We allow team... Hey, the counter-attack. Don't even get me started. Don't get me started on the counter... Hey, don't get me started on set pieces as well, please. Please. We know our set pieces, defending them, are horrible. Tell me who on our team is going to destroy Manchester City. Who? If they lock up Mbappe, we're done. It's finished. Look at Liverpool, what they did and how they locked up Mbappe as well. Completely locked up. Defense, back pocket. Kanate and Van Dijk had a field day. And Vinny got locked up by Conor Bradley. With Man City, it's going to be a completely different game. We're going to get absolutely battered. I'm saying that's right now. Let me get into this super chat first before we carry on. With a parasite like Vinny, even Zidane cannot do anything. I was earlier a fan of him, but now I think Ballon d'Or made him lose his head off to Saudi. Hey, could be. Could be. But look, just going back onto Man City. Thank you for the super chat, Phoenix. Much appreciated. Just going back to Man City. They have all the makings of a team that could literally destroy us 5-0 at the Bernabeu. All the makings. Because I've said this time and time again. The way they're destroying teams also in the Premier League, the way that they're playing in the Champions League at the moment also. Okay, look, it's been up and down as well for them, but obviously the form that they're showing recently, look, I have to be honest. They are going to annihilate us. The style of play, and I called it last year with Arsenal. I called it, guys. I called it last year. And this is why Real Madrid need to fix up. That's the whole title of this video. Real Madrid need to fix up because that Man City game is going to be at a crucial point. It's going to be after the string of games, the away games that we will have in La Liga as well. Elche, Bilbao, string of games, and then Man City. Away games. And then we go obviously home, Man City, Bernabeu. God help us all as Real Madrid fans. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. I think it could be an absolute destroying match like they did years ago to us, where they battered us completely and we have no answers. I don't want the same thing to happen, please. I will lose my actual shit. I will lose it. If we lose to Manchester City, I'm going to say it right now. Xabi Alonso's days are numbered until he's gone. Because we have no hope in the Champions League. We have no hope. How can you say Real Madrid have a hope in the Champions League when they play like this? I'm going to say it right now. Against the best teams in the world, it's too slow. We will get opened up. It's too slow. We allow teams to get back into their shell. They get back into their shape. They get back into the defensive area. They do not allow us to have freedom to play. Like in La Liga. La Liga teams that make us have freedom to play. Vallecano, I've got to be honest. They cooked us on the counter-attack. Imagine if that's Manchester City on the receiving end of Manchester City on a counter-attack. I would not be able to take that. I would not be able to take that. Yeah? You smell a 4-0. Some people say in the chat that you smell a 4-0 win versus Man City. 4-0. 4-0. Aye. God help us, mate. God help us, mate. It's mad, mate. It's mad. I cannot. I would not be able to take it. My heart won't be able to take it. I'm going to be honest, guys. It won't be. I have to be honest. It is going to be an absolute stink. It's going to be. We're going to get opened up, mate. We are not going to get opened up. And yeah, you're right, Adam. We're never going to win the UCL this year. We know that already. Real Madrid are not winning the Champions League this year. That is factual. Yeah. Now, can Alonso turn it around like Luis Enrique last year when PSG had the awful start to the Champions League, and then they literally just went on and started destroying teams left, right, and centre, potentially. But let me remind you of something. And I've said this thousands of times. I don't need to keep on repeating myself. Liga is played at a faster pace. It's more physical. It's more dominating on the pitch when teams are back and forth, that the intensity is very high. Very, very high in Liga. La Liga's not like that. La Liga the teams allow you to play your football. They keep space. They contain when they defend. They don't really press. We don't see teams pressing at all. Either they hit you on the break or they just reside into their shell. They try and wait, and then they do the counter-attack. That's all it is. So, unfortunately, it's not going to be the same. We are going to get absolutely annihilated if this type of game continues. I cannot stand to see Real Madrid playing at 2 miles an hour. Guys, you think Valverde will lock up Doku? Okay, what, like Conor Bradley did? Yeah? Okay, cool. Okay, I believe you, mate. I believe you. When Valverde, I'm going to be honest, some matches looking great, and he's been decent this season, I know. But unfortunately, I will not have faith with Valverde and Doku. I've got to be honest. Yeah? Doku is very unpredictable. I don't like his style of play, that little flick thing that he does with his leg and his... I don't understand it. I've never liked him as a player. I think Doku's just a kick and run merchant. Very similar to Vinny. Vinny and Doku, very, very similar. Kick and run, that's all they do. All game. That's all they do. Vinny does it continuously throughout the season. People don't understand what Vinny does. He waits for the player to stop, kicks the ball, and runs after it. That's all they are. Doku and Vinny, the same. Doku essentially is Manchester City's version of Vinny. Kick and run merchants. Both of them. But in the game of football these days, you've got to have those kind of people because pace is evident that is very important. You've got to have those people. So I'm not doubting it. I'm not like criticizing it too much because we know that it's the same thing. Yeah? And exactly like Omar put, I was about to say this exact point. Doku annihilated Conor Bradley. He made people run into each other, essentially. That's what they did. Yeah? And Vinny couldn't even get past Conor Bradley in his back pocket. Conor Bradley literally had Vinny in his back pocket. So you're trying to sell me that, oh, okay, cool. So we have Vinny. They have Doku. Doku at the moment, I would say arguably, he's probably playing better than Vinny. At the moment, current present time. He's playing better. He's very, very influential in Man City's attacking patterns and how he plays. If he's on a counter-attack, that pace is undeniable. We're going to get fried. And you know how we like to overload the wings, yeah? That is crazy to me. We will get fried by Manchester City. Man City will cook us expeditiously if we have this kind of system. It's not looking great for Real Madrid. It's not looking great, honestly. Man City, do you know what? I don't even want to be worried about Man City. I want to be worried about Olympiacos first, away from home. Because all those away games that we have when we come back from international break, they're literally do or die for Real Madrid. Away game after away game after away game. When we've gone away this season, the only match I can vividly see in my mind is Levante. The only match where we've actually said, okay, we dominated Levante. The rest of the matches away from home have been poor. Every single one of them. Every single one of them. Let's be honest on this one. So, look, we caught life, essentially, against Getafe. 9 men. 9 men, don't you forget. Last action of the game, pretty much. Courtois. Big save. Liverpool absolutely saved us from getting demolished. Don't forget about Courtois. He's the one that's been saving us big time. Showing how world-class he is. On his day. Crazy, man. Crazy. You know? So, I don't understand it, mate. Real Madrid, we need to look at us. We need to look at ourselves big time. Alonso needs to look at his teammate because defensively, we're absolutely trash, mate. we are poor. Like, how can we have, yeah? How can we? Let's go into somewhere. I'm gonna pull this up here for everyone. Yeah. So, okay. Cool. Okay, here we go. Okay. This is how poor La Liga is. Let's just show this, yeah? Let's show this, okay? This is how poor La Liga is, yeah? Real Madrid, yeah, first place. Barcelona, they've evidently got more goals than us. We know that already. Goals away, 15. Goals away, 10. I know 5 of them are from Atletico Madrid. I know that, yeah. But still, I still count them all, yeah? Goal difference 16. Barcelona have a better goal difference than us because they're better attacking. Barcelona this season. Wait, hold on. Let me say that one more time. Barcelona this season have been better attacking than us. I don't understand. Guys, is that truth? Is that evident when you're seeing Barcelona play? Yeah? Is that evident that Barcelona are better in attacking formation than us? They are. They're more direct than us. They're definitely more direct. Do you know what? Let me say something. I can guarantee that Barcelona will score every single game, regardless whatever happens. They will score. Real Madrid this season will go goalless on several matches. I know that for a fact. I know we beat Barcelona, hence why we're ahead, but it's only a 3-point gap. Only 3 points. Villarreal have conceded the same amount of goals than us. I just bloody clocked that now. Wait, they only have 2 goal difference behind us. Villarreal. 2 goal difference behind us. What are we smoking here? Villarreal. The team that got beaten by Pafos in the Champions League. That are literally, where are they in the table, by the way, Villarreal? Where are they? Where are Villarreal in the Champions League table? 32nd. 32nd. You must be smoking crack. Villarreal, they are trash, mate. Absolute vividly trash. Yeah? Crap, mate. Yeah? Rubbish. Villarreal is decent this season. They're trash, mate. Let's be honest. Real Madrid are at top because the rest of the teams below are trash, mate. Let's just call it as it is. That's why I'm calling an emergency meeting today. That's why I'm live today. Because I'm going to say right now, yeah, when Real Madrid, yeah, when we play, okay, when we play Elche away, we play Olympiacos away, we play Girona away, we play Bilbao away. It's 4 matches on the bounce away from home. Yeah? 4 matches on the bounce. And people asking me about Ronaldo, saying it's easier to score in La Liga than here. In the Saudi, I tell you what, he must be chatting the truth. Man like 55-year-old Lewandowski, literally coming back from injury and bagging a hat-trick. Of course it's easier, mate. I'll bank on Ronaldo. You hear all the talk about Messi returning, which is obviously falsified, we know that. But I tell you what, Messi can score goals in this. Absolutely trash, mate. I bet Ronaldo will have a field day coming back to Real Madrid. I tell you what, bring Messi back to Barcelona. Bring Ronaldo back to Real Madrid. Ronaldo can play in the number 9. Let's give him that spot. I tell you what, Mbappe on the left, Ronaldo in the centre. Boom. Our team sorted. The man will bag goals for fun. Let's call it as it is. Yeah? Let's get someone who actually can finish up front as well. Mbappe has, I know that. But let's put Mbappe on the left and let's put Ronaldo in the middle. Let's see what happens. No, I'm joking. Anyway, we move. But look at this, yeah? Girona, Bilbao, Olympiacos, Elche. 4 away games, yeah? Then we've got, obviously, Celta Vigo will beat Man City. Look, we need to get, including the Champions League as well, we need to get 12 points from these games. 12. I'm not accepting anything less. I'm sorry. I'm not accepting anything less than 12 points from these games. 3 points in the Champions League and 9 points in the La Liga. Guys, put in the chat what you think. Are you thinking 9 points? And if you're watching this replay, put the same thing. 9 points from those 3 games away from home. 9 points. Because I think we'll draw to Bilbao. I'm going to be honest. I know Bilbao are absolutely horrific this season. Probably the one of the worst. They play the most haram football you've ever seen in your life. But Bilbao can definitely have a chance to draw against us. Definitely. You know? Girona, they're not going to beat us. We pump Girona every year. We know that, okay? Elche, I don't even know. Newly promoted side, we have no idea how we're going to fare against them away from home. We have no idea. Yeah? So, give me 9 points and then I can regain my faith towards the end of the year. Because, end of the year, we've got Alaves away, Sevilla at home, Betis at home, And then obviously we start with the Super Cup of Spain. Atletico Madrid. I'm not going to talk about the Super Cup. We'll get obviously onto that when it comes around. But those matches until the end of the year, I'm just going to count 4th of January before obviously the Super Cup. These matches, they all need to be wins. We need to finish at the end of the year on top. If it's by 3 points, it's by 3 points. If it's by 6 points, it's by 6 points. But we need to win all our games because if Barcelona slip once, we can go. Even if a draw, we go 5 points. A loss, 6 points. 2 losses, 9 points. We need to be winners at every single stage of this. Every single stage. So, look, there's so many issues about Real Madrid that I look at the play and I say, this is not quite right yet. I know Xabi Alonso's come in. I know I'm going to give him time to get his ideology truthfully around. But let's be honest, man. Let's be honest. The amount of games he's had the Club World Cup, the amount of games he's had the Champions League, the amount of games that he's had in La Liga, he needs to get a tune out of these players right now. He needs to get his tune. Guys, in the chat, live chat, comments down below. Is Xabi Alonso getting a tune out of these players? Tell me who. Because Mbappe was scoring last season for fun. We know that already. He's scoring a better ratio this season, fine. But last season, he was scoring for fun as well. Vinny, is he getting a tune out of Vinny? Is he getting a tune out of Vinny? Let me know. Is he really getting a tune out of Arda Güler? I think so. That's fine. I agree with that. He's implemented Arda into the squad, and Arda's been a gem on majority of matches. He's been playing well. Yeah? Bellingham, in the matches against Barcelona and Juve, great. Amazing. Valencia, same. Great. We know that Bellingham, as soon as he came back into the system, as soon as he got back from injury, I knew that he was going to adjust because of Xabi Alonso's system. Good. Camavinga looks like he's adjusting well. Tchouameni playing well. Militao's playing excellent, probably our best centre-back. Dean Howson has kind of fell off. Carreras, steady. And then Valverde right back, great. I think he's getting a tune. Slightly. But we need to be better. And there's always a chance to improve on our previous performances. Vallecano is a match that we need to improve on. Because I cannot see that same performance away from home. Especially against a team like Elche. Elche, we know, can maintain the possession of the ball. They can bop you off the park if you allow them. If you allow them. Will Real Madrid necessarily have less possession? Probably not. But Elche is a team that can really bop you off the park. That's factual. Yeah? So we need to know if we are going to be a team that's either going to fall or rise above everybody else, essentially. Because those away matches, very, very crucial. Very, very crucial to our title charge. Let me get some of the comments, guys. Okay. Omar says our players are just starting to get injured as well. Yeah, I see that. I know. We need to account for injuries because obviously international breaks and stuff. Look, there could be injuries that will just like fly out of the air. We know that already, innit? Vinny will leave Madrid either in January or in the summer. Do you know what? If he leaves in January, we won't get anyone, Jerry. I think it'll be. Will it be pointless to leave in January? Potentially. I think so. Would be pointless to leave in January. I think the end of the season needs to be a decision if he wants to stay or go. Dave, you need a striker. Vinny and Mbappe doesn't work. I've said this time and time again. I think they've gelled a little bit more. It's not that bad as what it used to be. But I think ultimately they need to improve. They definitely need to improve, yeah? He's got something on Mbappe and Arda as a duo. They were cooking with the attack, then screwed up. Exactly. When he started putting Arda in a double pivot against Vallecano. Come on, why are you putting Arda in a double pivot with Camavinga against flipping Vallecano? Please tell me that it's just mentally insane. Can't you drop Bellingham into that role? I know Tchouameni's out. Why don't you just push Camavinga to the one who's going to do the defensive duties? Put Bellingham in the link-up between the defense and the attack and the midfield. Why don't you put Bellingham there? Why is Arda dropping the deepest? Guys, please tell me what's going on. A double pivot. Is this guy okay? Come on, man. It doesn't take a genius. You don't need to be having football coaching badges to know that Arda in a pivot doesn't work, bro. Arda in a double pivot doesn't work. What do you expect him to be? An 8? That is mad to me. The guy is a born 10. It's crazy to me. But Bellingham, Like Bellingham, why is Bellingham? Doesn't matter about Bellingham. Bellingham's not a cam. He's not. He's not. He's not a cam. Bellingham is not a cam. Bellingham thrives in that 8 role. We know that he does. People saying that Bellingham is a cam, that is crazy to me. That is crazy to me. Like, I don't understand. I have no idea what is going on. I have no idea. Absolutely no idea. It is ludicrous to me. Madness. I'm here ever. I'm here forever. I'm demanding ever. She's over here. She's sleeping. Dally. Oh, mate. This emergency meeting's turned into a live chat fest, we know. But Elche can get a dub. Hey, don't even try it, bro. Don't even try it, mate. We don't want to see dubs from Elche, bro, yeah? Dave, you need a striker with Benzema. I tell you what. Benzema, bro. I tell you what. Okay, I don't think we can get him, but I don't care about his age. I don't care about his age. Harry Kane will be perfect for the squad. Harry Kane centre, Mbappe on the left. Then we just get a right winger. Harry Kane will be perfect for this squad. Man like Harry Kane, mate. Absolutely perfect. We know Haaland would be. That's unattainable. That's unattainable. Let's just be honest. We cannot get Haaland. I don't think we're getting Haaland, yeah? Kane is perfect for this. The man gets goals regardless. Harry Kane is your typical Benzema type player. He's exactly the same. There is just very small differences from Benzema and Harry Kane. Harry Kane, not as quick as Benzema, we know that. Harry Kane, his technique lacks in certain areas. Is great. Passing, everything about it, link-up play, amazing. But Benzema's just a little bit sharper. But Harry Kane, I tell you what, in striking, that guy is A1. A1. Harry Kane will be the perfect striker for Real Madrid. But Bayern Munich will never let go. Never let him go to Real Madrid. Absolutely. You cannot. It's shambolic if you do that. Like, Harry Kane, I would die for this guy, mate, to come to Real Madrid right now. I could see him come to here right now. Just come. Yeah? And Harry Kane, I've heard about the reports about him joining Barca. I don't know. I don't look at Barcelona as a team where Harry Kane will thrive. I think he will thrive more at Real Madrid. I'm going to be honest. Yeah, Harry Kane is a better finisher while Benzema is a better technician. That is facts. But Benzema on his Ballon d'Or season, guys, that guy was immense. He was unplayable. Karim Benzema on his Ballon d'Or season was unplayable. Unplayable. That guy was absolutely ripping up teams left, right, and centre by himself. Quite literally. Yeah? And we saw what Benzema did for Ronaldo at his time at Real Madrid. The man was a complete facilitator for Ronaldo. Benzema gave up a lot of his time in front of the goal to shoot and score to facilitate Ronaldo. Ronaldo would gladly say to every single one of his fans that Benzema is probably one of the best players that you ever played with. Same as Ozil. Ozil facilitated a lot from Ronaldo as well. Ozil and Ronaldo was probably one of the most dynamic duos I've ever seen in my life. Ronaldo and Ozil was absolutely cooking on counter-attack. Direct counter under Mourinho. Oh, my Lord. That is the football I want to see, mate. I want to see us absolutely getting pammed in the attack and then just hitting teams on the break. But we don't do that these days. We don't. We just keep the ball, recycle the ball for about 10 million passes, and then we decide to attack. That's crazy to me. That's crazy, man. Yeah, common sense. A Cruz replacement is absolutely 100% needed. Absolutely needed. We know that, yeah? And I think ultimately, when we saw Bellingham in that kind of false 9 area, attacking 10, shadow striker role, and then you had obviously Vini and Rodrygo, that worked. I give full props to Ancelotti for even trying that. Honestly, I give full props. But let's be honest. Let's be honest on one thing. When you also have Cruz and you have Modric in the team, that team's going to work. That team is going to work. Let's be honest on that one. Yeah, that's factual, mate. That's absolutely factual. There's no denying that. Yeah? So you could talk about, obviously, Vinny and his great season and Bellingham his great season, but Cruz and Modric, I tell you what, we give our lives to these people. we give our lives. You know, that's it. Yeah, Ozil and Ronaldo was absolutely beautiful, man. The combination was just magical, mate. I've very rarely seen a link-up play between two players at Real Madrid like those two. They were absolutely exceptional. Crazy, man. Crazy. Cool. So I'm gonna do the last segment of this live stream, and then we're gonna redirect after to Dave and Luna, our very first episode. I'm looking forward to it because I'm going to be joining everyone in the Premier in the live chat. So make sure you do come with me into the live chat. I'll be interacting with everybody and answering your questions and so forth. And please keep it respectful, people. It'll be a very, very good episode. Trust me. We filmed it and we liked it. And there's a lot of stuff, deep stuff as well, man. I started crying in the episode. So there's a lot of deep stuff, people. Yeah, I get emotional sometimes when I talk about certain things. So make sure you stay tuned for that. But let's get into the last talking point, yeah? Let's take it into the last talking point, okay? So, everybody knows that Barcelona, at the moment, without Rafinha, and I say without Jean Garcia, they look, I wouldn't say a shadow in themselves, because they are a shadow in themselves at the moment. They're not playing the best. We know that. But, do you think, guys, let's be honest here, and this is the last talking point for about 7 minutes or so, yeah? Do you think that Jean Garcia and Rafinha coming back is going to change Barcelona into the monster they were last year? Do you think so? Because I'm still kind of reserved in that judgment. I don't even know. And Real Madrid need to watch out for it because Barcelona could go on 10 games and just win all of them. And we will never see it coming and we'll drop points and we'll just be like, how the hell does this happen? Yeah? So do you think that it would change Barcelona completely like Rafinha? Do you know what? Rafinha, the main thing about him is his frontline press. He does amazingly well on that frontline press, especially with Yamal. We saw it last year with Lewandowski as well. Like, their frontline press is crazy. Them two are like monsters on the wings. And without Rafinha, there is no Yamal in that press. That's factual because Rashford can't do the same job. So the whole team and their synergy is based upon Rafinha, and it's based upon, obviously, their goalkeeper being back as well, because Jean Garcia would have saved those 2 goals against flipping Celta Vigo. Let's be honest. Both of them, yeah? So Barcelona probably wouldn't even be in the position they are if they had Jean Garcia in this team. That's factual. I know Chesney played well in El Clasico. That's fine. But a lot of the matches this season, look, Jean Garcia, he saved them. And he would have saved them again, I think. So if they're coming back into the affray, I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen because I could see Barcelona just going on a string of matches and winning every single one of them. And that's what frightens me the most. I don't want to vision it because I'm a Real Madrid fan, but look, the next 4 games, I'm going to show you Barcelona's games just so you can see, yeah? Next 3 games for Barcelona, and one of them does include bloody Atletico Madrid, which is going to be crazy, yeah? So, this is Barcelona's next 3 games, yeah? So, we got Bilbao at home. They're going to win that. Chelsea away. I'm going to Stamford Bridge, by the way, guys. I've already announced it. I'm going to Stamford Bridge. I don't care if I have a ticket, mate. I'll stand outside the ground, bro, and I'll do a match reaction. I'll watch it somewhere, and I'll do a match reaction outside the ground. I am cooking Barcelona if they lose to Chelsea, yeah? Because I said it since the beginning of the season that they lose to Chelsea, and hopefully it comes true. Barcelona, Alaves, they'll beat them. Atletico Madrid, guys, what do you think about that match? This match here. What do you think about it? Barcelona versus Atletico Madrid, 2nd of December. What do you think about it? Because that is going to be a crazy match, people. Yeah? Absolute crazy. What do you think? Who do you think is going to win that match? Barcelona or Atletico Madrid? Because that could be a draw. And Real Madrid could gain back those 5 points that we had on Barcelona already. Before we drew to Vallecano. Yeah? It's crazy, mate. It's crazy. So, I don't know, mate. Then they have Betis. This game, I tell you what, this game is crucial to Barcelona's title. Because Barcelona drawing against Atletico Madrid. If they draw against Real Betis, brother, that's crazy to me. Yeah? By the way, guys, I don't support either Barcelona or Atletico in these matches. I couldn't care less about both of them. I really couldn't. I don't care about none of them. I will never support Atletico Madrid to beat Barcelona. I will never, ever support Barcelona to beat Atletico Madrid. I don't care who's on top of us. I don't care who we're chasing. We can't get the job done in our own La Liga season, then it's pointless. Don't support Barcelona. Don't support Atletico Madrid. Don't support none of them. I hate equally both of them. They're guts. I hate them. Yeah? Atletico Madrid, I hate them. Barcelona, I hate them. I can't stand supporting either of them, yeah? I'm not supporting any of them. I'm full neutral in that shit, yeah? Any other team, fine, I don't care. Atletico Madrid, I'll never support them in my life. Never, ever support them. I'm not doing this Madrid together bullshit that we saw last season. I'm not doing it, yeah? I'm not doing it. Lot of fans were doing this Madrid together shit, yeah? Oh, Madrid together. Oh, Madrid together. All that stuff like Tottenham did with Arsenal and stuff, or Arsenal did with Tottenham or whatever last season. Well, absolute joke thing, yeah? I'm not doing that. I'm not. Okay, anyway, Real Betis, big match. Big match for Barcelona. I think they could definitely drop points there. Definitely drop points. And I think we're gonna have a very, very good run up to the new year. I could see us, guys. I could see Real Madrid 7 points clear. 6-7 points clear by the new year. Oh, they have Villarreal. Oh man, I forgot about that as well. They have Villarreal away in La Ceramica, so that's going to be tough as well. I could see us 6-7 points clear by the new year. I could definitely see us 6-7 points clear. So honestly, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be absolutely crazy. I need to see this. Man. I need to see this happen, because if we're that, I think Real Madrid will win La Liga. I think we'll win it. But we're going to see, and we're going to count to next season as well, yeah? We need to count for that. But guys, obviously, look, I'm just going to be ending this by saying that Real Madrid, we need to do the business. We need to go. We need to start racking up the wins. We need to start doing things properly, yeah? So, honestly, I'm definitely going to be looking closely at Real Madrid, very, very closely, and we definitely need to show up after obviously this international break, yeah. But guys, don't forget, guys, yeah, we are going to be redirecting to Dave. What's that? What's saying? Let me read a few comments. 67. Why 67? I'm with Chelsea. Why is everybody putting 67? Why is everybody putting 6-7, guys? 6 or 7. 6-7 points clear. Guys, it's going to be crazy, man. Crazy, man. Absolutely mad. Yeah. But guys, anyway, we're going to be redirecting to the premiere for mine and Luna's very first video. Make sure you go over there. Go over there now. Yeah. Put, obviously, say big up Dave and Luna in the chat. Yeah. Guys, I can't believe it. Yeah. We're going to be redirecting right now. Premiere starting. Let's do that, guys. And